Hey my loves, and welcome to the daily check-in for all signs. So if you do enjoy this, do let me know and hit that subscribe button and that like button, please. I would greatly appreciate it. It's completely free. Hopefully this will resonate with you, but do know that this is just a general reading for the collective, all signs, of course. So if it does resonate with you, great, but if it does not, just take it with a grain, please. But we are going to do your energy and their energy and see if we can get you maybe some answers about someone that you might have on your mind and what they might be thinking of. I will use this deck to kind of get started, and another deck here to go ahead and clarify a little bit. So let's go ahead and pull, let's see what your challenge card is going to be, because I think it's important to know what your biggest challenge will be. And you may already be feeling that challenge card. So we have the 8 of Swords. So I feel like there's some tying up here, and we'll certainly get more of that as we go along. See kind of whether that's more leaning towards your energy or your person's energy. But I do think that perhaps one of you is tied up to something. You may still be going through something. You may be tied up with work, maybe tied up with somebody else. Could be a situation, but let's kind of see what we've got going first before we get a little too much in here. So let's go ahead and let's pull 3 energy on their side and 3 energies on your side. Okay, let's see what they are thinking of you and what you're thinking of them. And then let's see how they may want to approach you and how you may want to approach them. Okay. All right. So when we're looking at how they see you, we have the Empress, the Fool, and the 8 of Cups. So I do feel like I feel like they want to start, I think that they want to know what's going on with you. They want to kind of start looking into it if they haven't already, but I do feel like they're watching you, okay? I feel like they feel like you are very independent right now. You're kind of doing your own thing. I feel like they may fear that you're starting over something. I'm getting that they feel like you've obviously distanced yourself from them. So I definitely feel like you've distanced yourself. And it may very well be because of something they've done. The Fool card could be something that they've done. And so it's caused you to kind of have to shift yourself in a direction where you say, no, I deserve more, right? And they know that. They're seeing that. They're feeling that energy, right? They're feeling like, okay, I really should not have taken X, Y, and Z steps, or I should not have done what I did here, or maybe I shouldn't have taken them for granted, or maybe I should have, not taken that trip, or I should, whatever it may have been, right? But for whatever reason, I do feel like that you have been distancing yourself. Now, does that mean you've completely cut them off? I don't know whether that's the case. Or whether it's a fact that they just have noticed that maybe you aren't talking to them as much. You aren't as, you're ice queen to them compared to, or king to them compared to what you normally are. Okay. So it's a noticeable difference, right? And they're seeing your independence. They're seeing you sitting back kind of like, I don't need this right now. Okay. And so they're seeing that energy in you, right? And I feel like that's making them nervous, right? Because they're feeling like, okay, what do I need to do to start this back up? What do I need to do? Because I think I screwed up. And I don't want this to happen. I don't want this person to walk away. But your energy over here is the 6 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, and the 2 of Cups. So I feel like you have some internal turmoil, because I feel like you're conflicted, extremely conflicted. Your energy is that you are really wanting them to call you, talk to you, pursue you, kind of like get in touch with you, try to call you, try to send you flowers, something of that nature. But at the same time, you're Also, like, if they do, I'll throw them in the garbage. If they call me, I don't even know what I would say to them. I don't know if I would tell them off or if I would be like, nice to talk to you, or, you know, I might get smart. It's like you've kind of thought it over in your head like 30 times, what you might or might not say, or would you even answer it, right? You're going back and forth, right? Like, I don't even know if I would answer that call, you know, I might make them wait because you just want to move forward, right? But you're so conflicted in your own head. You don't know whether you want to move forward with new opportunities outside of this person, or you really want them to come begging back so that you can say, okay, they've learned their lesson. I hope they've learned their lesson and we can finally move forward together in an appropriate way where they don't take me for granted, where they don't pull some bull again on me, where they don't act stupid. Because, you know, this isn't a lover's card, but this is a 2 of Cups card. So, you know, this could be you and their energy where you really still feel like this is the person for you. Or, you know, this could be that there is another person that's come in and you're like, okay, I have an option to move forward with this person. So here's my conflict too. You know, while I still can't stop thinking about this person, I also have this option too to move forward with this person. So, you know, I don't know what I would do even if they do call. You may legitimately be weighing options. But I think for more of you, the vibe that I feel truly, honestly, is that you're still so kind of tied to this, that even if you've met someone new, this still occupies most of your time, thought-wise, okay? Mental time is what I'm saying. And I still think you're so mentally conflicted that really they're the person that occupies 90% of your mental time. And when you think about moving forward, the first thought, the first name, when I say your person, you know, the first person that comes into mind is this specific person, okay? And that's who you're considering moving forward with. But you're still kind of conflicted, like, okay, if they do call, should I let them off the hook that quick? Should I string them along a little bit and make them realize what they've done? Should I even bother? What, you know, you don't even know yet what you want to do. So, you know, let's look at what their energy is towards you. And by the way, I should have done this before. Don't know what I was thinking, but what you don't see coming is the 9 of Cups. So pretty good happiness here at the bottom is what you don't see coming. So it's actually a good thing. But let's see here what their energy towards, or what their thought of you is, okay? And their energy, their thoughts about you are the Star card, okay? The King of Swords and the 7 of Wands. So, you know, I do feel like they are, you know, they absolutely think that you are, you know, very important. They very much care about you. But they know that to be with you, they will be pouring it out on both ends, right? So I think this person truly, I'm getting that this person is really and truly, I don't feel like they were with somebody else or have somebody else right now. I feel a solo energy, but I do feel like they prioritize work, okay? For some reason, I feel like that is something that they've prioritized a lot. And I feel like when they're pouring it out, they're pouring out themselves, you know, in the things that they prioritize in effort and work, okay? Maybe family, maybe whatever that they are, you know, that kind of thing. But the 7 of Wands is kind of making me think that maybe they are shifting priorities, right? They realize that they're going to have to shift priorities if they want you back in their life, right? They cannot keep backburnering you, right? They cannot keep breadcrumbing you. That cannot keep happening. If they do that, they might as well write it off, right? You are not going to have that anymore. You have changed the way you see it. You've changed what you're going to deal with. You've changed your value, the way you value yourself, the way you expect a relationship to go, and you're not taking any less, right? So I feel like they know this now, and they're over here deciding, like right now, you know, and it could be that they have 2 options here, and they were trying to pour their water out on both sides. They've got somebody else that they were kind of entertaining the notion of. I don't necessarily have that feeling, to be honest with you, but that doesn't mean, you know, we're dealing with a whole collective. That could be some of you. It could be that they had other, you know, family situations. It could be that they had other hangups, but I do feel like for most of you, I'm just getting the gist that they are very work oriented. And I think a lot of that is because of this King of Swords. I feel like they're a person who is very mentally driven. Okay. The swords here and this kingly position, they're logically driven. You know, I feel like there's somebody who's a balanced, logically driven person who really and truly, they, you know, their thought is on, you know, can I make money? Can I work hard? Can I get this done, that done? You know, I need to work on my house. I need to work on my car. I need to work on my business. I need to work on, you know, pragmatic, logical, logistic type things. And that's what's been taking precedence over you. Okay. And you're like, enough's enough. Like, I'm done with that, you know, change priorities. And I feel like that's kind of where that's gotten you into this. And, you know, I feel like they've been tied to that, and it's probably a self-inflicted tie, because that's just where they feel like their natural mental capacity tends to lie. So, but your thoughts about them are the World, the Ace of Wands, and the Two of Swords. And so, you know, I feel like with you, you're saying, I feel like this could be the end if they don't make a better decision, right? I'm at a crossroads. They're at a crossroads. Something's going to have to give. And you know what? I have put out my 2 cents, right? I have thrown out my feelings. I have made no, you know, ifs, ands, or buts about how I feel, right? There's no ambiguity there in the way I feel. I think I've been pretty clear about that, you know, but I've also realized that I am Ace of Wands energy too. So I also can have options. I also can have other, you know, choices and things like that going forward. So you need to make a decision, and you need to make it quick, because I'm done waiting. I'm done being backburnered and breadcrumbed. I'm done with that. You know, we can close out this circle now and I can start a new one, or we can, you know, we can make this world just the closing of the old chapter and the beginning of a new, bigger, better, happier chapter where we are a fiery hot team together. But you need to make that call, because I'm done, right? Like, it's make or break. It's crossroads time. I'm done with this, right? And I feel like that's where you are. I feel like you're really and truly like, it's been X, Y, and Z amount of time, and that's more than enough, right? And this may not even be the first time that you've had a break, a split, gone through this. You may have been together before and broken up or split up, or you've had words and separated for a month here or there, or a week here or there without talking, because you're like, okay, maybe they'll miss me and they'll come back and prioritize me. Hello, hello, hello. And it just doesn't happen, right? Or they come back for a little bit, and then it's like all of a sudden they're right back in that pattern again, right? And so you're like, I'm tired of this. It's, you know, enough's enough. But I feel like everything about this is letting me know that I really feel like this is something where the energy here is that tying up, where they feel really bound up because they feel like this is maybe the longest you've gone without, you know, really having a solid communication between the two of you in a long time or ever. And so they see that it's different, and you see that it's different. So you're kind of like, this is it. This may be it. This might be it. And I don't even know what to do if it is, you know? So I feel like that's where you're both very much, oh, what do we do, right? Make or break. So how will they come at you? Let's look here and see. So we've got the 10 of Swords, the Devil energy, and the 3 of Pentacles. So I feel like, again, I feel like that, you know, this is an ending card, but I feel like this is not an ending for how they want to come at you. It's more that they know they have to get the devil off their back, right? They have their own issues, okay? And I do feel like maybe they've had a bad history. They've been, you know, hurt before. They've been mistreated before, abused before, you know, in relationships, okay? Taken for granted, whatever it may be, right? And maybe even they feel like at some point at a different time, maybe you have done them wrong in their mind, even if you don't feel that way. Maybe there is that, perception is reality. So maybe at one point you split up with them, or you did something and you guys kind of worked it out, but there's still a little bitterness there and trust issues there, what have you. But I feel like this is definitely a trust issue where they're tied to this as a trust situation. They have, this big fear of, this happening to them. But I do feel like they are really wanting to reach out and work this out, right? They really want to. And I think that they're going to try to do that, right? But I think it's going to take some time, because I do think that they feel like they have dealt with some serious negative energy in the past. It's really hurt them in the past. And if that energy is from you, especially, okay? So if whatever it is they feel like possibly came from you, if at any point you may have hurt them somehow, even if you didn't mean to, even if it, you're like, I don't even know how they got hurt, I don't even know why. Just remember, perception is reality. So if they perceive that as a slight, or you hurt them or whatever, then they very much felt hurt, right? So if they felt like you did them wrong at some point, they are terrified that you may do them wrong again, okay? And then they're looking at you as, oh my gosh, am I gonna put myself on the line again for the person that I think could be my shining star, my empress, right? But also the devil that I'm chained to, because they ultimately hold the absolute key to break my soul, right? But I do think they are going to reach out to you, okay? I do feel like that. Now, how will you reach out to them or respond to them? Well, I see the Knight of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Page of Swords. So we have two situations here, okay? So I do feel like there is a very much firm foundation here, and that is what you're looking for. That's what you're looking to achieve, okay? The situation here, though, I think a lot is going to be how they approach it, okay? I think this is going to be their energy. And I do think, they're going to be looking back at every single angle when they approach this. So if they approach it, like, I want to be with you, but I want us to work this out, but you've done this to me, or you've hurt me, or I've had this, or we need to, one of those kinds of situations, almost like a backhanded compliment, or like an apology that's not an apology kind of situation. I don't feel like you're going to be able to hear that or take that, okay? I don't see that. You are past that. You are looking for something that is pure and stable. You are looking for Ace of Wands, new Two of Cups type of pure energy, okay? And I just don't think you're going to be able to take that as a clear-cut decision in your favor. I just don't, okay? Now, if they approach you in a way that is very earnest, okay? They come at you and they say, listen, I'm looking back and I'm seeing, yes, maybe there was pain in my past, but I am not going to let that, affect the fact that all I want to do is swing this sword forward with you. That is what I want. I want nothing on earth moving forward but you. That's it. All I see is you being my shining star, my empress. I can't imagine anything without you. If I'm going down, I want to be tied to you while I go. If they come at you with something like that, I think that you may very well, this may be your energy rushing right back to them, fiery, hot, and ready, okay? I do feel like that, because I think that you really do crave that Four of Wands, happy, complete, solid foundation with this person. You would not have gone through as much as you have. You wouldn't give them as many chances as you have. They wouldn't be the person that's, as soon as we say your person, they pop up in your head immediately if you didn't, okay? So I do think that that's the case. I think a lot of it is going to be how they approach you, because you're at a pivotal point where you are very much in a mental conflict state about this. And this is, I do feel, probably the longest you've gone without communicating. Okay? And I do feel like that's why you feel almost tied up, like, will they or won't they, and what do I do if they do? And a lot of that, I do feel, again, is going to be how they come at you. Are they willing to make the grand gesture? You know, are they willing to say, you know, I don't just want to come at you, I want to come at you with, you know, a proposal, something huge, something major, something lifelong, where this isn't just a back and forth, on and on for another year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever, right? Or is this going to be the same over and over and over and over again, and you're on and you're like, I'm done with that. That's time wasted, right? So I think all of that is going to be very much dependent on that. So, but I mean, either way, if they don't come at you for that, with that, I do think that you are going to have other energies rushing in at you, in which case this energy would be somebody else who is going to rush in and say, ooh, open, available person, that is amazing. And I still think you're going to get this, because if you recall, what you don't see coming was your 9 of Cups. So happy ending is still going to be very much in your future, because you have elevated yourself to where you refuse to take less, right? And that's made a big difference. So let's get some clarification, please, on, you know, what is the outcome here for basically this person, your person, you know, their outcome that they would like to see with you, okay? What is the outcome they would like to see with you? What is the outcome they would like to see with you, please? This is for the collective. What is the outcome they would like to see with you, please? All right. Let's see what we have here. All right, so we have the Page of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. So I do feel like they really want to, you know, they want to move forward with you. For sure, this Page of Wands, they want the opportunities. They want to, that 10 of Pentacles is, they want to kind of like really be that stable person for you, to kind of be able to start to build that situation with you where they are, you know, able to kind of build a firm foundation financially, emotionally. And they want to give you the options that you want, right? So if it's something where, you know, a lot of it's been back and forth with particulars, for example, and you've said, you know, you won't commit on this level, you won't commit on that level, you know, can we take baby steps? Can we, you know, maybe move in together? Can we, you know, start with, you know, buying a car together, or getting a cell phone plan together, or, you know, whatever it may be, right? That you have been trying to baby step them into, maybe, for example. I think that they are going to be open to more options with you, trying to work with you. You know, I think they are going to try to, you know, be there for you in a financial way, because they have been putting so much into work. They're going to want to show you, I've done this for us, right? This is part of why I've done this, is so that we could have the things that, you know, we want. It's not just about me, it's about us. I want this to be about us. And this is going to be, you know, what they're going to try to explain to you, I think, because they want to show you that, right? They want to have that with you. So I do think that is the outcome there. I mean, they really want to give you the options that you want. They want to give you the life that you want. They want to give you everything that they have worked so hard to have. I do believe they want to give that to you. It's just whether they're capable. And that's the thing. You know, a lot of it is, are they so hurt? Are they so bitter? Are they so kind of tied to being stuck in their ways, or tied to their past, you know, emotions and things like that, that they can't ever get past it, or change enough to where they can be what you want them to be? That's the question. So let's see what your outcome is. Spirit, could you please let us know will they be able to give you what you want? Will this be a positive outcome for our collective here? That's what we would like to know. Will this be a positive outcome? What kind of outcome will this be for our collective? What kind of outcome will we have for our collective here? All right, so, wow, big cards. Okay, so we have the Death card, the Tower card, and the Knight of Cups card. All right, and, to be honest, it's a lot. I honestly think that for most of you, and again, this is going to be dependent on how many times you've been through this, with this person, your history specifically. But I do feel like you are going to have to be able to make an understanding with this person that it's going to have to be like a fresh start. Okay. You're going to have to basically be able to either know that this person can break down those walls and truly change what they are intending to here. They have to be 100% honest with you and themselves that they want to make the change, right? That they mean what they're saying here, okay? And that they can let go of any past pain. They're not holding it against you, whether it was related to you or not related to you, that they're not going to make you pay for it, right? They're not going to carry that burden on, so that they can, let that part go down of their life, right? And then start fresh, because this is a card of, ending to start a new beginning, right? And if that's the case, I do think that at that point, you would let them come in and move forward at a slow pace with very, very, very much cautious behavior, to watch for every red flag possible of them going back to their old ways, of kind of falling back into the same habits of putting you on the back burner, or holding things against you, or any of that kind of stuff, right? But now if this person is somebody who, like I said, if they come in and they make this huge grand gesture, okay, they're willing to move in when they never would before. They're willing to, buy a house with you, get married with you, move with you. They're willing to, prove themselves to you, to where they're like, I will, we'll burn down everything and start fresh. I am so ready. I don't ever want to lose you. And they're willing to do that. Then I think you would allow them to try to prove themselves. Okay. I really do. If not, I think this is going to be something where you're going to say bye-bye and start from scratch. And this is going to be you allowing someone else to come into you at a very slow pace, okay? Because it's going to take you some time to get over this, okay? So again, I think all of this is going to be very dependent on a couple of things. One, how they approach coming into you. Is it huge, grand gesture, full blown away, I'm willing to change my life, I mean it for you? Or is it kind of lukewarm, I'm ready to kind of make some changes, I'll do what you want me to do, kind of coming in, that same old kind of, here we go, empty promises, and we'll be going round and round again over and over. So I think that's going to be huge. And then if they do the huge grand gesture, is how do they stick to it? Okay. But I think that's what remains to be seen. But I do definitely think they will make an effort. I definitely think they want to be with you. That is for sure. It's just, are they able to do that? Are they emotionally able to detach from their pain? Are they emotionally able to put you first and not their other priorities, whether it be work, their other, friends, family, whatever else they might be prioritizing. I don't see them with anyone else. I don't feel that energy, but again, that's something that, I really feel is this is more a situation of just, can they give you what you want? Will they give you what you want? Okay, so let's grab a love card out of here really quickly. See if it gives us any other insight into the vibe that they might have. And we have deception. And I've had this card just come up so many times recently. And with this card, the first thing that pops into my head with this, and I mean, it just like hit me immediately, is that I truly believe that this person is deceiving themselves. I know that sounds awful, but I'm here to tell you what I feel, whether you want to hear it or not. I feel like this person is deceiving themselves. I feel like this person truly believes they can change. I feel like this person truly believes they can give you everything they want, that you want. I truly believe this person wants to give you everything they want. But I truly believe that this person is so jaded by bitterness over a past love, whether it was you that hurt them or somebody in their past that hurt them, and they can't get past that. They're so set in their ways that they're not going to be able to change who they are, that they're almost deceiving themselves about being able to make this love happen, right? They're going to be able to put on a mask for you to try to be your perfect person, but I don't feel like they're going to be able to pull it off for very long. That's why I'm saying that even if they come at you with grand gestures, I think you're going to slowly you're going to take it very, very slow from there before, if they do come at you, let's get married, something grandiose like that, make that a long engagement kind of situation, right? So let me grab one of these. What is your person thinking right now? And this is, as you're seeing this, so whenever you do watch this, because this is going to be kind of a time, whenever you watch this is when it's going to be applicable to you. So let's see what your person is thinking of you right now, though, at this moment. And this person has mother wounds. My mother is a big influence on my behavior. As an adult, I have challenges connecting to the divine feminine energy within me and externally. And I think, again, this is huge, okay? So they may have had issues with their mother growing up, and it does cause them to have issues relating to women in general. So they may have problems committing. They may have had commitment issues throughout with you, with other people. They may have never been in a very long-term relationship, or maybe not been able to stay in a long-term relationship very well. They may also have been someone who is a little bit misogynistic, even though they don't mean to be, they just are. They could be somebody who could be slightly narcissistic, not necessarily in a toxic way, but just slightly on that type of level. But also they could be somebody who, in that same realm, if you do something that makes them feel in the least emasculated, and that's man or woman, if you make them feel, less in any way, emasculated just being the term, therefore less in any way than you kind of overshadow them in any way, they take that very, very personal. It hurts them, and they really, really take that to heart, and they hold on to that, right? That's a grudge holding situation. And again, that's part of who they are, and that's part of why they won't be able to change as much. I do feel like that's major for them. So keep that in mind as well. And let's pull one general energy card to close you out here on this one. Just kind of see what kind of general energy we've got. And then we will close you out. But hopefully this will give you some information to think on for your just general check-in here on your energies with you and your person. Oops, we got a jumper here. So it is safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit to good, I'm sorry, my eyes are so blurry from allergies, to be good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. Gosh, everything is so blurry right now. I'm so sorry. Okay, so, you know, I do think that you will be open to receive this person. I do think that even though you have conflicting, you have probably played it over in your mind 50 times when they do reach out, and I do think they will. What you might or might not say, and you may even pause when they do and send something, I mean, not send it, type it, delete it, you know, answer, not answer, that kind of thing for a while. But I do think it is safe for you to receive, you know, anything that they have to give to you, in terms of caring and kindness and those kinds of things. But again, I do think that you need to take it with utmost caution, because again, I do feel like I believe that 100% they really do want to be better for you. They want to give you all the options you want. They want to give you the life you want, but I don't know that they can. I feel like they have issues themselves that are keeping them tied to who they are, what they are, and it's keeping them from being able to be what you need them to be going forward. So anyway, I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, please do like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, and we hope to see you back really soon. Bye.